Hey guys, welcome back. Today we've got a legendary steam locomotive from a very nice and legendary company, really. MTH HO Scale Trains has here in this box the MTH 611. It's a Spirit Roanoke. It is a Class J locomotive, a 484 locomotive. So we're going to take a look at what you get for an MSRP of $499.95. You can get discounts available if you're a first-time viewer. Just so you know, there's discounts available. The MSRP is sometimes not always the price. There's online retailers, brick and mortar hobby shops that have good prices. See what you get in this nice MTH package starting next. Alright, as you can see on this end, really nice label, tells you what's inside. Proto Sound 3, that's MTH's own sound. I'm going to lift up the top and see what you get in the box. Very first time unboxing here. Got manuals. Talks about the DCS, DCC switch you can do. And there's a quick start manual in there we'll use to test some of the functions. MTH has a lot of functions. So a lot of great sounds packed in, so we probably won't test them all. It's the locomotive. Tender. Set those down. See what else is in the box here. Got some couplers. More coupler pockets. Set of drive wheels without traction tires. And a tool to replace the traction tires or a drive wheel to non. And you get Proto Smoke 3.0 in here as well. Let's go ahead and get these unboxed. There's a tab to open up. This a little different packaging from what I'm used to, in the sense that it was like angled a little bit. Nothing else out of place there. Unboxing the tender now. Wow, that's definitely heavy. Nice up front there. Alright, up front you've got the 611 number boards on each side of the headlight. You have a metal handrail on the jacketing here. Smoke box doors under the jacketing. A 611 is a heavily jacketed locomotive. I know I said that many times here. This dummy coupler actually swings around. So we just had it open there for a second. There you go. It'll swing around. I think it actually is supposed to go around the other way. There we go. Oh, something, dummy coupler extends out. There we go. So that's what happens when you don't play with stuff at the beginning. You kind of figure it out on the video, but that's good because you guys get to see the transparency of these reviews. Dual beam LED headlight, classification lights that supposedly light up. We'll check on that. Synchronized puffing smoke. There's a smokestack here. You've got all the jacketing up top, and you have whistle tucked away. You've got pressure valves tucked away, dynamo tucked away in there. 611 on the side. Spirit of Roanoke. Very, very unique, because this is the only model that actually has Spirit of Roanoke written under the cab there. You've got the drive wheels, eccentric crank, side rods, drivers. You got the pilot trucks, trailing trucks. Bunch of plumbing under the cab here. Sorry, let me get that in view. It's a nice cab detail. You've even got nice cab curtain detail. It's a plastic on the back. Cab figures installed. Alright, I had to move some things around to get the focus so you can see the boiler backhead detail. You have the firebox door. Cab figures installed. You've got the deck plate hanging off the rear like a couple fangs. You can see the plug to the tender. It's the new, easier to plug and play system. to couple the tender to the locomotive. The MTH has done that I think is awesome. It saves a lot of time and effort. You've got more underbody detail here. I'll just zoom out a little bit around the trailing trucks and the firebox. There's a safety tread on the walkways. There's rivet detail all along the side of the locomotive here, and you got the builder's plate as well. So that's just a quick rundown of the locomotive. Let's take a look at the tender. Alright, we've got the tender here with the prongs that actually feed into kind of the female connection of the male connection on the tender for the prongs. Easy plug and play there. Realistic coal loads with real chunks of, I don't know if it's real chunks of coal, but it's very, very detailed. And it is static. It's not like movable or anything. Trucks, Norfolk and Western along the side. Looks like just some lint, no paint discrepancies there. On the rear you have a remote controlled coupler. That's why they included some other couplers in case you don't like that, but that remote control coupler is a nice feature for, you know, operating on remote parts of the layout and you need to drop some cars off. You've got water hatch and tender detail, rivet detail up top. A rear light with a nice metal accent, ladder, coupler cut lever, and that is about it. There's also a toolbox up top here and another access ladder to the coal load. So a really nice tender as well. Very, very heavy. We'll get to that in weight, but let's take a look at some operation. Alright, with MTH locomotives you hit F3 for startup. Nice bright white LED dual beam headlight. We're going to go ahead and listen to some sounds. I'm going to pick them at random, or we'll do the first few, but we're going to listen to some of the sounds. We can't do them all in this review.
Water level looks good.
So there's some crew sounds such as that. We'll do bell. I actually like the whistle. Sounds very in tune, or the same sound as the actual one, which I just rode on this summer. F3 again starts to shut down the locomotive.
Conductor's giving us a highball signal.
F4 is passenger freight announcements. You can
Today we're standing next to Norfolk Southern Engine 611, the Spirit of Roanoke. This is the homecoming trip from the North Carolina Transportation Museum in Spencer, North Carolina, where the engine was restored. Our destination is the Virginia Museum of Transportation in Roanoke, Virginia. Today is May the 30th, 2015, and our trip will start at approximately 8 a.m. Our departure time is exactly 8:12. We leave the station pulling 17 cars with 200 people on board, including Wick Mormon, CEO of the Norfolk Southern Railroad.
So there you go. That runs you through the actual passenger freight announcements. That's all we're going to cover in sounds. There are a lot of sounds. You can find them online at mthhotrains.com. But for now, or mthtrains.com. For now, we're going to go over some other functions, such as slow speed, or other movements and operations, such as slow speed steps. All right, zoomed out a little bit so we can do slow speed control at 128 speed steps on my MRC Prodigy Elite. There's one. Pretty smooth out of the box. Synchronized puffing, smoke's working. A little bit of hesitation. 2. Get the chuff rate. 4 chuffs per revolution is correct. 3. 4. And 5. So it appears the hesitation runs out of the system at 1. Let's check reverse. 1 speed step. 2. 3. 4. 5. 'Very responsive whistle functions. Great drive, smoothed out by 2 speed steps, 2 to 3 speed steps front to rear, right out of the box without any break-in. And you're even getting the correct chuffs per revolution going quickly and brake squeal. It's a pretty impressive locomotive out of the box. I use the NMRA standards gauge to check coupler height. That is dead on this locomotive on the rear remote coupler. The remote coupler is oversized slightly, so if you're a scale coupler type of modeler, that's probably not going to work, but they provide other couplers for you. Alright, a pull test to see what this can handle. Holy smokes. That, guys, is 8.2 ounces. Now, I hear the golden rule, which seems to work well when I've tested this out, is 15 cars per ounce. If that's the case, you are at over 120 regular sized freight cars that this 611 can pull. I know this is a passenger service version, but they also have freight service versions. Alright, we're going to place this on the scale here. Let's see, that's the locomotive and tender together. They wouldn't run separately. So 2 pounds, 5.4 ounces. That's 37.4 total ounces, 1,055 grams, 1.055 kilograms. So just over 2 1/3 pound. That's probably why you have the massive pulling power it does. I've rarely, maybe once seen pulling power like that, and I think that was from a MTH steam locomotive as well. Well, guys, that's going to wrap up our review of the MTH HO scale Class J steam locomotive, a 484 locomotive, Norfolk and Western, number 611. Great locomotive. The things I took away from this review are almost all positive, or just all positive, really. I didn't have anything negative. They have great detail. They've improved their product because they have released locomotives like this before. I think they've released Class J's before, but you've got vents that operate on the cab that I didn't show on video. You've got marker lights that are lit, which is something a lot different than what I've seen in the industry otherwise. Great sound. I think they nailed the whistle, nailed the bell. Great, just amazing pull power. Probably the best in the industry there. Great coal detail. I could go on and on and on. Deck plate lays nice and flat on the tender. You know, sometimes the model details aren't good and you've got this angle. Just a well executed, beautiful locomotive from MTH, and still available, surprisingly. Surprised these things aren't all gone in all variations based on what I saw here, because these are amazing cab figures. I could go on, but what I am going to do is leave you with a run by of this 611 locomotive with the MTH passenger cars, 5 of them, not the 17 that were in the passenger announcement, but I do have 5. I do have a large Norfolk and Western collection of cars, but to dig them all out would take forever, so we'll leave you with that, and I'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.